we're going to head down into town for some restocks because I'm on my last canister of butane, and we need a couple other things, and I think I need to get myself a nice little drinky drink because tonight is Game 5 of the NLDS between San Diego and Los Angeles. Now, everyone who knows me that's watching these videos knows dang well who I want to win that game. So I need a drink to either celebrate or to drown my sorrows. Let's go make it happen. We're back here at this really cool rest area, and one thing I didn't go too in-depth about in the last video is the Lincoln Highway, so let's talk about that now. The early days of automobile travel in the United States were treacherous at best. Very few paved roads existed, and those that did were rather short and didn't connect to much of anything. In 1912, along came Carl Fisher, a man of great ideas. Already famous for creating the most well-known race in the world, the Indy 500, he had another wonderful plan: creating a coast-to-coast highway across the United States. Originally named the Coast-to-Coast Rock Highway, the thoroughfare would cost an estimated $10 million, a low price to pay even at the time. Fisher sought the support of automobile giant Henry Ford, but he refused to endorse the project. This left the plan in jeopardy, but Fisher was a man of persistence and refused to give up. That attitude, combined with a huge public interest in the route, led two other men, Frank Sieberling, president of Goodyear, and Henry Joy, president of Packard Motor Company, to financially support the project. Joy came up with the idea for naming the highway after Lincoln and wrote Fisher to press Congress for funding, hoping the patriotic appeal would lead Congress to divert federal funding for a memorial for the former president to the project. After initially being hesitant to involve himself further, Joy soon devoted himself to the endeavor and became the spokesperson for the project. The Lincoln Highway Association was formally formed on July 1st, 1913. Joy was elected president and Fisher vice president. Although Fisher was not present, he was secretly on a mission to pick the most direct route for the new road. After much deliberation, the route was presented to Congress. Starting in Times Square, it would traverse a mostly direct path across the country, ending in San Francisco. After much lobbying from Colorado, the route would travel through Denver before avoiding the Rockies and diverting to Cheyenne. This proved to be unpopular, and the dogleg was dropped from the route, favoring the original path from Big Springs, Nebraska to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Without Ford's support, the public interest dwindled, and without full funding, the original project, although mostly completed, was abandoned. With the Federal Highway Act of 1926 bolstering funding for new routes, many were routed along the Lincoln Highway, giving it a revival of sorts. Although most of the route has been bypassed by the interstate system, the project laid the groundwork for the cross-country road system that eventually came to render it obsolete. I just stopped off at this rest area again, the Lincoln Highway Summer Rest Area near my campsite, and I love this rest area. I don't know why, it just gives like 80s or 70s mall food court office building architecture vibes. It's really cool. I like it a lot. Enough chit chat. Let's get to Laramie while the day is still young. Great floor in the morning. I will say it is kind of nice to see a Walmart that's still, is friendly with people staying there like you saw them trucks. It's getting harder and harder to find them for obvious reasons and for good reason. I'd say people are taking advantage of you. They were nice enough to let people sleep in their parking lots. But, it's nice to find them every now and again because the numbers are definitely getting smaller. Well, Walmart had everything I needed except for butane, so we're going to go see if we can find some more on to a second store. I love a wild goose chase. Sportsman's Warehouse came in clutch with the butane. Let's go ahead and head back to camp. Alrighty, everybody. We're back here at camp now, and while I sit here and make myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I'm going to tell y'all about one of the main reasons why we're in this area. Because, I mean, it seems like a pretty nondescript area if you look at it on the map, or if you don't know anything about it. Oh, it's just, some random mountain range in Wyoming. Well, these mountains, they have a very famous outdoors type of thing to them, and that's called Vedauwoo. Now, Vedauwoo is a rock climbing area, and it's, famous around the country and around the world. It's pretty, for it being as, well known amongst the rock climbing community as is, it's a pretty niche thing to know about. But I'm here not to do some rock climbing. I'm not that much of a rock climber, but I'm here to investigate and see what Vedauwoo is about. Investigating rocks, huh? Call them bedrock homes. And here at Travel Light Adventures, we don't discriminate. We use the ends of the bread too. The big boulder mound you see in this clip is called Turtle Rock, and it's Vedauwoo's main attraction. People come from all over to rock climb on this bad boy. It's like Joshua tree-sized boulders with high altitude vegetation. It's very strange. There are a few hiking trails at Vedauwoo, and I opted to take the Turtle Rock Loop Trail. This trail is about 4.5 miles. It loops around Turtle Rock and offers great views of the rock itself and also a nice walk through the forest. All right, everybody, we're back here in the car now. Went and did a nice little 5-mile hike around Turtle Rock here at the Vedauwoo Recreation Area. Pretty cool place here in Wyoming. Name's cool too, but let's go ahead and head back to camp and hang out for a little bit until the game comes on. All right, everybody, it's game time. It's very strange because it has been so windy up here the whole time I've been here. And right now, and just as I say that, there's a breeze, but it's been calm, no wind. Very strange, but very cool. Yeah, so the Dodgers won. Oh well, we'll get them next time. Night, everybody.